Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Lilly Spells diamond square. As you can see here, we've got a typical granny square. So that is our inner granny square, but then we shift to a 45-degree angle and it becomes like this. So the inner granny square becomes a diamond shape within another granny square. So this is a very nice and simple pattern, but I'm going to show you step by step on how to do this type of granny square. We want to make sure that our inner square here is an even number round. As you can see here, the first 3 rounds are in purple color, and then the 4th round is a white border round, and that makes it 4 rounds, so that's an even number. The reason for this is because we need this space here so we can create a new corner. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So for this tutorial, I will be using the Stylecraft Aran yarns. And as you can see here, the recommended crochet hook is 5mm. So this is a 100% premium acrylic. So you need to wash them at 30 degrees. You can tumble dry, cool iron, and may dry clean. So this is how you look after your project using the Stylecraft Special Aran yarn, and this color is magenta. So this is going to be the center of our project. And then the next round is the cream one, I think. Yes, and that's the cream one. And the next color is, let's take a look. This is a storm blue. And the very last border is silver. So there you are. So we need 4 colors for this project, and you can choose whichever yarn you like. If you want to use a DK yarn, that's fine, and obviously it will be a little bit smaller. I also made this project in a 6mm crochet hook. As you can see, this is a doubling DK is what I call this, because I use 2 DK yarns together to make this square, and then I use a 6mm crochet hook. So you can do this as well if you want it a little bit chunkier or a little bit thicker, depending on the purpose of your project. For this tutorial, I will be using a 5mm crochet hook from Pony. And as you can see, this is an inline crochet hook, so it's not tapered. So we're going to give this a go for this tutorial. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get started. So to begin, I'm going to make a slip knot. So make it loose for the meantime, and then chain 4. And then into the loose slip knot, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. And then you can pull your yarn end tight. So this is our ring, and then chain 3 and make 2 double crochets. So this is just a standard granny square we are going to be making. So my corner here is just chain 2 and then 3 double crochets again into the same ring. So 1, 2, 3, and we can pull it tight more, and then chain 2 again, and then make 3 more double crochets here. It's 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a look at my yarn here. So chain 2 again, and then 3 more double crochets. So now we have 3 corners, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is our last corner and we are about to close it. So here, to close the round, I'm just going to chain 1 and into the top of the chain 3 at the beginning, I'd like to take the 2 top loops of the 3rd chain like this, and then make a single crochet. So not a slip stitch, you're gonna be making a single crochet, and that will sum up to 2 chains equivalent. And then we're not going to do the next round facing front, because we are going to be working the next round on the other side. So to proceed with that, I'm just going to chain 3 first and then turn, and into that space that we have just created, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. So this is half of the corner. Now we're going straight to the next corner here, so 3 double crochets. So as you can see, there's no chain 1 space, it's just 3 double crochets and then 3 double crochets straight to the next corner. The only way we make the chain is this corner stitch, which is the chain 2, and then make 3 more double crochets into the same corner space. That's 1, 2, and 3. So this is our full corner space section. Here we're going straight to the next corner, so 3 double crochets. And then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets. So we're just making a typical granny square here, as you can see here. But it's a little bit chunky and tighter because we reduce our chain 1 spaces. So this is our 3rd corner here. Okay, and then we're going to finish off the first corner here where we have started. So just make 3 double crochets here. So as you can see, we are at the back of the granny square because this is the front here. So what we are going to do, we're just going to chain 1 and again into the 3rd chain at the beginning of the round. Make sure you take, you don't need to do this, but I'd like to show you my own technique. Make a single crochet. So don't make a slip stitch, just yarn over and pull it through. So, and pull it through 2 loops there. So, and we are going to repeat the 2nd round again. So chain 3. So we're going to turn. So we are back to the front again. So the front of our work is where the first round is the front. So as you can see here, the 2nd round we work on the back, and now we're back on the front. So make sure you don't get confused with this corner. So each side should have 3 double crochets, and then here 3 double crochet. That means our chain 2 space is here. So make 2 double crochets. So straight into the next space here, make 3 double crochets. So we want to make our granny shells tighter with each other. So as you can see here, they're trying to fit into that space. And here we go with the corner stitches. So straight in with 3 double crochets. Chain 2. And then 3 more double crochets. So the reason why we are turning, it makes our granny square more square rather than facing at the front all the time. So it balances the stitches. So I'm just going to finish this off, and I'm going to show you. So this is the last round for magenta, and I'm going to show you how we're going to connect the cream yarn. So I'm going to speed this round up, and I'll see you towards the end. So here I'm towards the end now. So instead of chaining 1 like we do with the previous round, I'm going to chain 2 because we're about to close this round and into the third chain here, instead of making a single crochet, we're just going to make the typical slip stitch. There you are. So I'm going to cut this. So I'm not going to make a chain one here to tighten it up. And I'm going to show you how to tidy this up. Show you now. It didn't matter if it goes the other ways. So make sure it's not pulling that tight there. And then from here we can do the slip stitch. So as you can see here, and make sure you're pulling here, not into that very last stitch. So this way it's not going to loosen up. Okay, we're going to try that one again here. And then just follow the loop so it doesn't look like it's there. So here, into the chain 1, chain 2 space, the corner spaces, we're going to make another slip stitch. Okay, and then just one more here, and then we can give this a cut. And here it's the same. Everything is rolling. Okay, so here I'm just going to make a quick slip stitch. And then just go around. Didn't matter if it goes between your yarn. And I'm going to do another one. So this is to make sure that it's not going to unravel. It won't anyway because we use the chain 4 method. And then from here we can just cut it off. Okay. So as you can see here, the first round is facing front, the second round is facing at the back here, and then the third round is facing the front again. And with the cream one, we'll be working our cream on the right side. So the third round and the fourth round will be on the right side. So let's go ahead and start that. So how do I join? So this is how I'm going to join the cream yarn. Here I'm just going to make a loop, as you can see here, my typical loop, and then yarn over, and then insert your hook here into any of the corner or space. You can either start from the corner or here on the side. So now, as you can see here, we've got 3 loops. Do you want me to repeat this again? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do this again. So first, place your first place your hook underneath the yarn. Make a twist. So this is the crochet loop. As you can see, the working yarn is at the top and the yarn end is at the bottom. And here, yarn over, and then make sure it doesn't change. And then we're going to insert our hook into any of the space you want, into the corner or into the side. So I'm just going to insert it here, and then yarn over and pull up a loop. As you can see here, it creates 3 loops. And then proceed with a double crochet. So just to save us time, so here is the yarn end here. I'm going to yarn over with this tail end like this. Then I'm going to insert my hook like this. But this time I'm just going to yarn over and pull the working yarn through. So I'm going to leave this yarn end here. As you can see, I've got 4 loops. So into the first loop and these 2 loops here, we're just going to yarn over and pull it through. And then you can pull the working yarn a little bit. And then proceed with the double crochet. You can either do it again. I'll show you if I'm going to do this again like this, and then insert your hook and then pull up a loop, and then proceed with a double crochet. So that means it's tight. So we don't need to worry about this yarn end for later. And then proceed with the normal granny square round. As I mentioned, the 3rd round and the 4th round, which is this cream one here, are facing the right side of the granny square. Okay, now we are going to close the round here. As you can see, I didn't chain one to tighten them up. And then we're going to insert our hook again here. Just gonna be quick here. So this is the center of Lilly's granny square. As you can see here. So let's take a look. So as you can see, the pattern will have the same square here. So we're going to shift on the next round. So I will be working on these particular colorways because I already done 2 of these lighter green. And from here, the next round, when we shift, as you can see, it started to bend. We are going to be working on the other side. Okay, we're going to join with a single crochet. So what I do to join this with a single crochet, so it's the same. So I've got this loop again. So let's do this. So this is my technique. You don't need to do this and if you have your own, just do it that way. So I've got the loop here. I'm going to insert my hook not here but here on the right side of this space. So this space here, I'm going to yarn over and make a single crochet, as you can see here. So you can pull this tight. And then I'm going to do the same again like what we did. So I put the yarn end here. And then I'm going to yarn over with the 2 loops. That includes the yarn end. And then I'm going to insert the hook into the center space. Yarn over just the main working yarn and pull it through. So as you can see, I've got the yarn end here. Just make sure it's tidy. The yarn end is tidy in the middle here. And then yarn over and pull it through 3 loops. And then yarn over and pull it through 2 loops. So that's our double crochets. We can do it again. Save us some time tidying up the yarn end. So when you yarn over, you include the yarn end. Then insert your hook, but you need to yarn over and pull through just the working yarn. Then pull through 3 loops and then pull through 2 loops. And then from here you can just do a normal double crochet. So just 1 yarn over, insert your hook and pull through. Make sure you include the yarn end when you do that, and then just make typical normal double crochets. So this yarn end is done. We don't really need to do anything else here. We have made it tight now. So this can be cut if you want to. Now chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets here into this space. So this will become our new corner. Oops. Do it again. So as you can see, this is our new corner here. Now we need to match this stitch here where we started our stitch. So I'm going to make a single crochet here. So right into that space. And then chain 2. and into the third stitch, so the third double crochet here, so 1, 2 and 3, make a single crochet. So this will be counted as our first double crochet, and then turn. As you can see here, we've got a space here. So into that space, make 2 double crochets. That's 1 and 2. So that will work as 3 double crochets there then. And now straight to the top here, we're going to make 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2 and 3. Then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets into that same space. It's 1, 2 and 3. And now we got this space here. We're going to work 3 double crochets. It's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Now we're going to close this round or row into the third double crochet. So that's 1, 2 and 3. So right before the corner space here, so this particular stitch, make a single crochet, and now chain 3 and then turn. So we're going to do this again. So into that space here, make 2 double crochets. And then straight into the next space here, make 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, and then straight to the corner, the new corner space here. It's 1, 2 and 3, and then the typical chain 2 and then 3 more double crochets. Then 3 more double crochets here into the next space. And into this space here. One, 2 and 3. So this time I would encourage you to make a chain 1 to end the stitch. So I'm going to chain 1, tighten it up, and then give it a cut here. So don't worry about tidying this yarn here. We are going to do something else with that yarn end. So this is our first new corner. As you can see here, we've got this yarn end. You can either cut this off or make another slip stitch somewhere. I'm going to do slip stitch in this corner, I suppose. So this is the slip stitch. pull it tight. And you don't need to be strict on that because we already did the loops here. It's just making it super secure, and we can cut this off. So we're going to leave this yarn end here, and I'm going to show you how to make this tight as well. So remember, we are working on the wrong side of the white or the cream yarn here. So as you can see, this first corner here is at the front. So make sure you don't start your work on the right side of the cream one. It should be at the back of the cream one. So I'm going to show you the second corner here. So the same as usual, place your hook like this and make a twist, and then insert your hook. So here is the middle space. We're going to insert our hook into the right side of that space, so the next space here. Set your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. As you can see, we've got 2 loops here, and make a single crochet. And then make your yarn end like this, and then you need to yarn over, including that yarn end, and into the center of the granny square here, the center of the side, pull up a loop, and then proceed with the double crochet. We're going to do that again, so I included the yarn end again. Then insert your hook, but when I grab the yarn, I only pull up the working yarn. As you can see, we've got 4 loops. And then when we yarn over the first 3 loops here. And then we yarn over with the next 2 loops. So that means this yarn end is actually already secure. So just a normal double crochet next. Then chain 2. And then place 3 more double crochets into this space. And we can leave go of that yarn end. Into that space, make a single crochet. And then chain 2, and then we are going to make the single crochet into this very last double crochet here. So here on the 3rd double crochet, so that's 1, 2 and 3, make the single crochet, and then turn, and then proceed just like we did on the previous corner here. So straight on, and I'm going to show you how to join this corner to the other corner that we just made. Okay, so 3 double crochets here. Then we've got the corner space here. and 3 double crochets here, 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got our last set of 3 double crochets here, and then we are going to join. As you can see here, we are going to join here. We've got a chain 3 here at the very beginning into the top loops of that third chain. So 1, 2, and 3. That's the third chain. I'm going to target the back ridge. And insert it there. As you can see, I have got the 2 top loops. And this time we're going to make a slip stitch. And then I'm not going to chain 1 to end this. I'm just going to pull it out like this. And then we can tidy this up. Make it loose a little bit. And then insert your hook like this. Insert your hook. Needles like this and into here towards the back here. Here we're going to make the slip stitch. Make sure you don't put pressure on where we end the yarn. And then we're just going to make some loops. Going straight in there. And then give it a cut. As you can see, it's looking nice and tidy. So we've got this yarn, and here we're going to leave that until we do the next corner. So make sure you're working at the back of the cream one again, so that our pattern is quite uniform. So I'm going to do the same as I did. And I'll meet you once we get to this end here. I'll see you in a bit. So I'm here now towards the end, and I'm just going to make a slip stitch here and then turn. And then make a slip stitch in each of the next 3 stitches plus the space. And then from here, chain 3 and place 2 more double crochets into the same space. And then proceed with the normal granny square round. Now that I'm here on this space, as you can see, this is the middle of the side and also the corner of the inner square. So I'm not going to make my 3 double crochets here. I will be working on the 3 double crochets here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert my hook here and grab the yarn and then make 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then proceed with the granny square until we get to the next corner again. So you can see we're back again into the inner corner, and we're going to make our double crochets into here. So I'm just going to continue here until we get to the end. Okay, I'm just going to insert my hook here and make the slip stitch. And then I'm not going to chain 1 because we want to make sure we end this round nice. And here, if it can go through. Okay, so this is the penultimate round, as you may say, because we need to put the last round, which is the gray one. Okay, this is my gray one. So shall we try the corner here? So I'm going to make the loop, yarn over, hold tight, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then make a double crochet here, and then I'm going to chain 3. Let's try this. Chain 3, that's 1, 2, oh, just 2 maybe, and then make a double crochet. So this is how I tidy up the corner, so it saves me time fixing all the loops. And then 3 double crochets here, So as you can see, I've got the chain here. So towards the end, I'm just going to make 2 double crochets, because since this is the very last round, I don't mind doing that method. So I'll see you towards this end and I'll show you how to close this round. So this is just a normal double crochet granny square round, and I'll see you towards the end. So here I'm just towards the end now. So I'm just going to make 2 double crochets, because we already made the double crochets here and we are about to close this round. So 2 double crochet and then make a slip stitch into here. And then I didn't make a chain one. I'm just going to pull this loop out. And we want to make sure that we have a tidy end here, because we're going to be using this loop to do our borders. So we want to make sure we've got that V towards the end there. So here is the Lilly's diamond square. I hope you like this. I think I'm going to make the joining on the next video. So I want to make sure that I uploaded the same time as the making of this granny square, so you can follow it up immediately. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.